What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the RC News, episode 65. I do this every week. This week, I've got a cold, so sorry about my voice, but we got a lot of stuff to check out, so let's get into it. All right, Hobby Plus released their Spec B buggy, the 124 scale buggy we saw at the NERSA show a little while ago. Really nice, $99 USD, comes with oil-filled shocks. Looks like it's about 30 to 40 bucks cheaper than the Micro B from Lowe's, and very similar spec. All of them are kind of similar. The WL Toys is quite a bit less money, but it does not come with oil-filled shocks, so there's that. And I feel like this one kind of hits the sweet spot in value at $99 USD, so pretty exciting. It's nice to see these little buggies coming out there, and I think this one's kind of the best value for money right now, so really nice to see Hobby Plus kind of enter into this world. Well, it's about time. MIP released some drive shafts for crawlers ranging in all the sizes. I don't know, this is kind of crazy to me. They missed out on probably a good 15 years or more of crawler development. They could have done this so long ago, and why I'm saying that is back in the day, they made the CVD drive shafts for the RC10. They were the ones who came out with, an updated transmission right around the time of the Stealth. So they were on it. And yeah, it's kind of weird that they missed out. I guess they were kind of going with their tools and, pistons and things like that. But yeah, feel like they missed out. Really cool to see now, though. They're going to be strong. If there's one drive shaft you're going to buy, it's going to be this one. Super good. All the sizes too. Looks like they're about 45 bucks. That's each. So yeah, they're nice. They're up there in price, but they're MIP. Buy once, cry twice. Okay, I got a bit of a rant incoming. What's old is new again, and I got some things to say. It's all good stuff. So WRC comes out with this 8-scale short course. That's awesome. This used to be a thing. We used to have awesome 8-scale short course racing with the associated SC8 back in the day. It was really good for spectators. I feel like it was going in a good path to get more people watching RC. And yeah, so we're coming out with that again. Bubblings of Techno maybe doing this too. So WRC is the first ones to kind of come back out with one. I hope Associated does it again. It was awesome to see. It was one of my favorite forms of RC racing. And yeah, just looks like real stadium trucks ripping around the course. So pretty awesome. Nice to see. And yeah, this is €750, which is about $870 USD. So anyway, we'll see what comes. A lot of talk of this. No Name RC podcast. Chase that is on that. He did a techno conversion if you watch that at all, but pretty cool. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the next little while in this category of racing. Another piece of the puzzle is complete. FureTech came out with the Micro Komodo for an SCX30. And I made a comment last news segment about being able to build a SCX30 platform before it's available in December. Just kind of joking, but it would be kind of funny. But we have a power system now. And yeah, I'm excited about the 1/30th kind of category. Just means you can adapt different body styles, and super hard to work on though. They're so small. Anyway, this is kind of exciting, and FureTech makes some nice stuff, especially with the Bluetooth. Oh man, if you were thinking of getting a Mini Z, Porsche fans, I would definitely think of getting this one, obviously. Look at these two liveries available. We got the Valent and the Jägermeister coming up next. MR04 chassis and beautiful detailing, beautiful wheels. This thing is sweet. Yeah, MR04 is the rear wheel drive, in case you don't know. And I would be scared to rip around with other cars with this one. It is just so beautiful. Some of the Group C ones and this one coming out lately, man, super nice. So yeah, Kyosho, killing it. This is pretty awesome. Endura came out with some nylon Planet axles in the plus 4mm size. So really good axles, really good steering angle. And now you can slide over the rocks a little smoother with nylon. And they also come in a little bit cheaper. They're about $65 USD, $88.50 Canadian for a pair. So pretty good. Excellent for comp crawlers. I'd love to order a pair, but I did a PayPal claim a while ago with Endura and they will not send to me anymore. So that's kind of funny. Anyway, I'll still throw their stuff in the news. It's pretty rad. It helps us get into the hobby cheaper. And anybody at Endura want to sort that out, ship me some stuff to Canada again, because I'd love to order it. It's annoying getting it off AliExpress and Amazon only now. And yeah, kind of weird. Well, this is pretty cool. Muse came out with some new chassis rails in titanium for the SCX24 platform. Looks like $36 USD for the kit. Comes with a skid, a bunch of hardware, radio mounts, body mounts. Yeah, really nice value. Titanium rails. You want to brag to your buddies around the micro crawler course that you got tie rails, because you know somebody's going to mention that. And yeah, pretty cool. Muse even made a joke about them lasting generations. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, tie rails, $36 for a kit. Good starter for a comp crawler. Pretty sweet. All right, mini rant incoming. I'm going to defend Associated a little bit here because everybody's pretty hard on them. I even, make comments sometimes, but this is, I think, why we are disappointed in them. This thing is awesome. So this is what put Associated on the map back in the day. One of these cars, the 12, the 10, all their on-road racing platforms and their off-road racing platforms. This is why Associated is what it is. So this re-release is pretty awesome. Anybody who raced back in the day, I had this exact car. I upgraded the rear end to the oil-filled damper and then the updated front end at $289.99 USD. It's pretty good value for a shelf queen. And yeah, so if you raced back in the day, you'll really like this. And any of the bashers who kind of hate on Associated for the things that they come out with, or any of the racers from back in the day, I think this is why we get annoyed at them, because they come out with some kind of weird color versions of it. But if they stuck to this, I think a lot of us would be a little more happy with them and not criticize so much. But who are we to say anything? They are world champions. They did a lot of awesome stuff for RC, and this is a good re-release, I gotta say. All right, Sen released a 110 scale Ford Ranger pickup truck, very basic box stock pickup. I don't know. What do you guys think about this kind of platform? Sen seems to do it quite a bit. It's a $429 USD. Pre-order now, and just a box stock truck, maybe a boat hauler. You could do donuts with it. I don't know. Like, do you guys feel like these platforms are very kind of underwhelming? What do you feel about it? I'm serious here. A bit of a conversation starter. This is a pretty cool tool from Team Zombie. They came out with the Gauss meter Mark V. Gauss. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah, it is a magnet analyzer. If you've ever had a favorite motor and your car is just kind of gutless at some point, and you're like, what's going on? You can test the strength of the magnets. Very valuable in racing, and I think this is pretty cool. Speaking of conversation starters, this just came out, the X Monster BigFoot 50th anniversary from Traxxas. Interesting. Gold plated everything. Comes with a numbered chassis and a plaque. So pretty nice. One notable thing, I'm just going to be factual. It's about $300 to $400 more for this kit. Comes with the body, so you don't have to buy it separate. The other one, you buy the chassis and the body separate. So its key features are, comes with gold plated stuff, a lot of plastic gold plated. The shocks are gold plated, so it's got some nice coating on it. And then I'm going to be factual about some numbers here. So it is $2,400 Canadian. It is $1,700, about $1,750 American, right around there. That's about $300 to $400 more than the other version, including a body. There doesn't seem to be anything else upgraded other than the gold, the plaque, and the fact that it's 50th anniversary. So say what you want about it. Definitely a conversation starter. And yeah, what do you think? I don't know. $2,400 Canadian or even $1,800 American. Are RC trucks ever for kids anymore? Were they ever though? Kinda. They were always expensive, but this is crazy. I don't know. I just can't justify it. I don't know. What do you guys think? And by all means, correct me if I'm wrong, but I dug around quite a bit and tried to find something upgraded, trying to find more value. I thought, the gold plated shocks, alloy, I was really digging, but that extra value, like, what do you guys actually think about this? Kind of crazy. A fully independent suspension 50th anniversary BigFoot for $1750 to $2,400 Canadian. I know I'm going off here, but wow, so much money. Check out this new scaler from RGT that came out, 110 scale Land Commander LC79, based on a Land Cruiser obviously, and yeah, full Australian Outback mode, bush truck. Doors open in the back, comes complete with bogan driver, and pretty awesome actually. It's 573 Canadian, so whatever that is USD, probably around 400 bucks ish. Very scale detailed, honestly. It's probably one of the nicer RGTs that I have seen. They come out with some nice stuff and they're very good quality. It's got LEDs working. You can pre-order it now on Asia Tees. That's the website I'm on right now. And yeah, spare tires in the back. It's really nice. I think it's a nice looking scaler. Pretty cool. Check out this new F1 body from Boost RC. Pretty nice. I'm sure it'll fit on any one of the F1 cars. And we only have rendering pictures right now, but pretty sweet. You can also get a halo and helmet kit for it. And yeah, unfortunately, I only have rendering pictures. That even looks like a rendering there. The Lexan clear shell. So, and there's the halo kit, $14 Euro. Looks like a 3D printed helmet it comes with. That's how it comes. You're gonna have to paint it up yourself. And Team Associated Factory Team came out with some setup tools for on-road. Pretty awesome. Yeah, 3 to 7 millimeter ride height gauge. That's pretty awesome. And then you got the droop blocks that go along with that in 10 mil. Pretty standard stuff for setup. And then you have some chassis balancing tools at 17 bucks USD. Pretty cool. Came out with the TC8, so it kind of makes sense to come out with some setup tools. And you got a template for cutting out your wheel arches. Pretty nice stuff. This is pretty cool news. Looks like we got some new wheels from ProTech over at A-Main. Came out with some 8 scale and 10 scale buggy wheels. They come in packs of 4, varying prices. Really good value actually. The 8 scale pack of 4 is $16.99. So yeah, and they come in the neon or the white. And then we got front buggy wheels, pack of 4, $11.99 USD. Excellent. And then the rears are also $11.99 for 4. So really good value. And if you're racing, mounting a lot of tires, it adds up. So good to see. All right, that's the end of episode 65 of the RC News. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if I screwed something up. It's all good. Here we are at the beach again, rainy days, no one around. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Do a little bit of thinking and walking. What was your favorite thing in the news? I'm liking the Hobby Plus buggy. Pretty cool. Kind of crazy that Traxxas truck, the X-Max 50th of the BigFoot, and the Kyosho Mini Zs. Those bodies, man, they're so nice. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff in the news this week. A lot of cool stuff. And yeah, let's talk about it. Have you guys had interesting issues with Endura? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I was probably cranky that day and now I'm banned, but whatever.